Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro in the gym, you want to look at training every single part of your body. And I know you've asked yourself, what is the best exercise I can do to train this part of my body? Whether that's to build muscle or lose weight, the answer is probably the same. So today I'm going to give you the best 3 exercises for each body part so you can take them away, try them out, and decide for yourself which you enjoy the most. So let's start with the old classic. If you want to train your chest, the best exercises for this, in my opinion, especially as a beginner, is a machine chest press. These machines allow you to have a support on your back and just press from your chest and build up that muscle while easily moving up on the weights if needed and not having the risk of dropping any weights, having the barbell land on your face, or not being able to get the dumbbells up. If you're not currently accessing the gym, then a push-up is your best option at home. That will allow you to build a certain amount of muscle, build up that strength, and you can even look at maybe adding some sort of weight to your push-ups if you are content on training at home. Remember, the best thing to do is always to add weights to your training, but push-ups can still take you a long way. And the third exercise that's best for chest is a dumbbell bench press, usually on an inclined bench. This is a great option for building up that chest muscle and hitting the other areas around that at the same time. Now let's look at your back. The number one thing you should be aiming to do when it comes to your back is to be able to do a pull-up. Now I know, especially as a beginner, that can be really difficult, so you can look at assisted pull-ups with a machine or with a resistance band. Hitting your first pull-up is a really great achievement and one of the best feelings you can get when you first get into training or when you first start looking to improve yourself in the gym. So always try and include some variation of pull-up. The second best is a variation of a row. Personally, I like either a bent over row or a pendlay row with a barbell. I feel like it really hits the back in the right areas, but a machine row at the same time is also a great option for that. Lat pull downs with a narrow grip are a great option when it comes to that, because you're looking at that pulling motion and that pulling motion to help you build up that back. Now let's get onto the juicy parts, or hopefully what will become the juicy parts if you train them right, and that is your legs. Now the one you might be thinking that would say is a squat. I always see it, especially for beginners, as it is a really good exercise, but it has the risks there. The same with the deadlift. When it comes to your legs, I would always start with some sort of leg press. And if you're in a gym, your gym will definitely have a variation of a leg press. It allows you to add a lot of weight, again, have that stability on your back and not have that danger or that fear that you might have of it going wrong when it comes to barbell squatting or anything like that. But if you do have the confidence in the gym, then either a front squat or a back squat is a great option to build in your overall legs. But we don't stop there when it comes to legs, because there's a variety of different movements that need to be included to build the overall shape of your legs. So after you've done the squat, you should be looking at some sort of hip hinge movement. Personally, I like a barbell RDL because it allows me to hit my hamstrings and get that hinge movement in. And the third one is some variation of lunge. I've gone through phases in this past. I did a lot of sandbag lunges when I was training for Hyrox, but normally I would just do some sort of dumbbell lunge, usually in a walking fashion if I have the room to do it, but if not, either a forward or a reverse lunge. If you're feeling even fruitier and you can't do lunges, Bulgarian split squat is also a great option. People will tell you not to do it and say they hate it, and they're probably right, but it is a really good beneficial exercise for building your legs. Now let's talk about shoulders. And when it comes to your shoulders, there are areas that are always overlooked. So we're going to talk about 3 areas that you need to build them broad, strong shoulders in the gym. So the first one that's beneficial for more of the front of the shoulders, or the front delt as you might call it, is an overhead press. Usually with a barbell, but can be done with dumbbells as well. Any sort of overhead press where you're pressing the weight above your head is great for that. Now when it comes to the side delts, or the middle of your shoulders, you want to do a lateral raise. Now that can be done with cables or with dumbbells, but either of those are fine. And when it comes to your rear delts, you can either do a cable pull out or you can do a bent over rear delt fly. These are great options to make sure your shoulders are not pulling forward and you're getting that nice good posture, building your shoulders overall. Next up we have arms, and these are split into 2 parts. So you've got your bicep, which is the front of the arm, and tricep, which is underneath. When it comes to your bicep, you can look at simple preacher curls, dumbbell curls, hammer curls. All will do a similar sort of thing. Yes, they will focus slightly different areas of the bicep, but as a beginner, some sort of curling movement with your bicep is all you'll ever need. You can do it with a dumbbell or you can do it with a cable. When it comes to your tricep, again, with a cable is probably best in this. You can use some sort of rope and do the tricep pull down or push down, but if you don't have access to a cable, you can do a dumbbell overhead raise, or you can lay down and do the sort of skull crusher. So as long as you're doing them movements for your bicep and your tricep and the weight is the opposite way around, you'll be getting a good workout in when it comes to them. If you are at home when it comes to your triceps, then a tricep dip is always a great option. You can either do that on your sofa, on a dining table, on your stairs, and again, similar to push-ups, you can put some weight on your lap to start adding that to make sure you're hitting them triceps. Lastly, but certainly not least, is your core. Now we've all thought about having a six-pack in the past, and you've probably been told before that you need to do loads of core exercises to get the six-pack. That is not the case. You do need to work your core to build up that muscle. Them core muscles will then show when you lose body fat, but in order to build up the six-pack muscles, then you do need to be doing them core exercises. Most of these can be body weight, but you can look at adding weight as well. Plank, leg raises, bicycle crunches, or if you're in the gym, there's a lot of ab machines that are like ab crunch machines that allow you to add weight. They are great because like every other muscle, you should be overloading and making progress in your workouts. If you're doing the same body weight of exercising over and over again, you're not overloading that muscle and it's going to get used to that movement. So if you're using the machines and adding weight, you're progressing, building the muscle. So there you have it, a quick overview of the best exercises for every body part. I hope these helped. Please go away, give them a try. Comment below your favourite one if you are doing them already or which one you are going to try. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one.